Hi, and welcome to the Better Future PAC press conference regarding State Senator Steve Dickerson and a recent fraud settlement with the Department of Justice in the state of Tennessee. We'll get started momentarily, but as a matter of process, as I'm speaking, members of the press, thank you for being here. Members of the public, thank you for being here. You're welcome to ask questions as I'm speaking and post them in the comments section. I'll respond to them at the end of my remarks. Members of the press, you also received a media advisory last night and this morning. You have my cell phone number. I am more than happy to speak to you on the record at any time. Feel free to call my cell phone, send me an email. Now, as a matter of background, Better Future Tennessee PAC is newly formed, and we are committed to making sure that Tennessee is a place where our children can thrive and grow and learn. For future generations, Tennessee, we hope, will be better. And we are not receiving the level of accountability and transparency from our government today. We're not seeing a responsive government, from protests at the state capitol to the current issue at hand. And to give you some background on that issue, in 2019, the Department of Justice and the state of Tennessee filed a lawsuit against comprehensive pain specialists, specifically naming State Senator Steve Dickerson, a physician working on behalf of comprehensive pain specialists, a lawsuit alleging $25 million in fraud. The lawsuit sought $50 million in damages to the state of Tennessee and the Department of Justice for the fraud. The allegations against Senator Dickerson and his associates has already resulted in the CEO of Comprehensive Pain Specialists sent to federal prison, and has resulted in a settlement deal in June of 2020 between the Department of Justice and Senator Steve Dickerson, the details of which are unknown to us. And our simple request on behalf of taxpayers and voters of Davidson County and the state of Tennessee, what were the details of that settlement? Was there fraud perpetrated on your behalf, at your behest? The lawsuit alleges that 750 false claims against two Medicare and TennCare were committed by Senator Steve Dickerson, amounting up to $6.5 million. Were you defrauding the taxpayers of Tennessee? Were you defrauding the voters of Tennessee? And were you defrauding patients? I have had the privilege in my career of knowing and working alongside hundreds of physicians, doctors, nurses, social workers, people committed to the public good, public servants. I've heard stories of nurses trudging through the woods to provide vital healthcare services to people with mental health issues and substance abuse issues, all in the interest of the public good. And for their service to public health and to their patients, they were paid meagerly compared to $6.5 million. And so Better Future Tennessee wants to know if someone working on the Tennessee taxpayers' payroll, a doctor, a physician, benefited $6.5 million from false Medicare and TennCare claims. We deserve to know the details of that settlement. So we're asking, in this crazy news cycle and in this time of a lack of transparency, will you be accountable and transparent to the voters of Tennessee? Will you provide the details of that settlement? Did you knowingly violate your patient's trust? Did you knowingly violate the taxpayer's trust? Did you knowingly violate your voters' trust? The settlement occurred in June of 2020, in the middle of your reelection campaign. Senator Steve Dickerson, what are the details of this settlement for $50 million with the Department of Justice? We want accountability and we want transparency. Just because you have the power to make laws, that doesn't mean that you're above the law. And as a public official, you are accountable to the public. That includes partisans like me, but it also includes people that voted for you, Republicans, Democrats, independents, people who don't vote. What are you doing on the taxpayer's dime? That's all we ask for. And now I see that there are no comments or questions on social media right now. That concludes my remarks for this. Again, members of the media are welcome to contact me on my cell phone or send me an email. This is not an issue that we will give up on. A Better Future Tennessee PAC is funded entirely by the board of directors. And we hope that at the end of this election cycle, we will continue to demand accountability and transparency on the issue. And we ask for others to join us in demanding that our government is responsive to the public, Democrats, Republicans, and independents alike. I think we're tired of this nationally and especially in Tennessee. So thank you for joining us. And again, State Senator Steve Dickerson, we would like to know the details of your $50 million settlement with the Department of Justice. Thank you.